The phone got hot. It was sitting in the windshield, and I guess the setting sun was enough for it to get hot. I'm going to recap everything we went over in the other video just in case it didn't post. And I'll go over that footage again towards the end of this video in case that video does not post. We took a look at the footage from the dam yesterday. That was about 5:45, 6 o'clock that we took a look at that footage live. And I've got those to share with you guys. They're already putting the barricades out, anticipating flooding. They're already putting barricades out, anticipating flooding here in Manatee County. There's a bunch of places where the barricades are out. You need to pay attention to those because those are going to be areas that they're going to focus on, and they're going to count on flooding here in the area. Pay attention. What? Is it black? Pay attention to what is going on with the tributaries. Pay attention to what's going on in your local communities. Make sure you're keeping up with what Manatee County's putting out on Facebook. Make sure you're paying attention to YouTube, all that sort of stuff. I am going to be here. I'm going to be putting out live coverage throughout everything. You know, how bad it is. Be giving you all sorts of different angles, stuff like that. So, recap that. My phone's up to 40% pretty much. So we're going to get out. We're going to start walking and talking. I'm going to give you some live visuals and all of that for the areas we're going to be taking a look at, which is right now we are at 675 in Gamble Creek. We're going to go over to Jim Davis Road. We're going to go to golf course in Jim Davis. We're going to go out to Rye, go into Rye Preserve, take a look at that again. And then we're also going to go possibly over to where the Myakka Head is over there on State Road 64. So bear with me, guys. I apologize. Again, my phone got hot and it ended that live, and I do not know if it's going to post, so I'm going to re-go over everything here. We've seen a lot of things that was pretty concerning with Debbie. I talked about that, talking about how a lot of people were caught in a bad situation, and the ground's already saturated, so we really need to pay attention. This storm, if we get the amount of rain predicted in this storm that they were talking about, the flooding is going to be 10 times worse than what Debbie was because of the ground saturation. So as soon as these cars pass, I'm gonna jump out, and we're gonna take a walk over here, take a look at the signs that are already out. We're gonna take a look at Gamble Creek, and you know, we're gonna have some conversations. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. My apologies for that. If you can, please like, subscribe, comment, you know, post your questions, concerns, everything in the comments here in the live video, and make sure that you share with people, tell them to take a look at what we're talking about, because it is super important. Even though this information is really, you know, related to the Manatee and this little communities here along the Gamble Creek, this information is helpful for everybody, even you guys down there in Sarasota County, because a lot of our water goes to you guys, unfortunately, if it does not go into Manatee. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys' patience, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump out here. I'm gonna take the hotspot with me. I've got my, oh, hold on, door didn't shut. I got my hotspot with me, so that way I should have good service for you guys. But we're already seeing the warning signs here. We've already got some road closed, road underwater signs. They've already put them out here on 675. I figured instead of parking on the bridge and having everybody go around me like that, I'd park a little farther down today and just walk up, because it's not that far to walk. Now, all of this right here from Debbie, if you remember, was underwater. There was a very small section that was not underwater during Debbie. Wow, so I'm seeing a lot of water here in the ditches as well, which I did not see yesterday. Our quote-unquote highest high tide was about 11 o'clock last night. The manatee rose to over 8.5 feet, which is pretty significant. 10 feet is action stage, according to NOAA and a couple of the other systems in here in Manatee County. It's a lot of lumber. Thank you, everybody that's tuning in. Please share with your friends and everybody in Manatee County. This helps everybody. So as we can see here, this is Gamble Creek at 675. And not a lot has changed yet. It's not going to until we get some rain. But I just want to make sure that people, have a really good idea of what we're fixing to deal with. Hold on just a second. Because when it happens, it's going to happen fast. Maybe you guys can see the reflection on the water, but the water is flowing in Gamble Creek. It's not going to be a lot of, heavy current. But it is flowing. Now this side of the road is usually what's pretty concerning to people. You still see there's grass, it's not overflowing yet. And you can see it really well on this side. The current flowing. You see the ripples coming off all the grass and the trees, everything like that. So it is actively trying to flow. They're trying to get as much of it from the dam out before the storm hits, so that way, we have a shot. And then this is that box system that I was talking about in the last video. This is controlled by the U.S. Geological Survey. But I am seeing a lot of water off on the sides today. Obviously with that tide that came up last night, it's pushed water into a lot of places where it's trying to get rid of it. I mean, you can still see that there's grass and there's dirt and everything right here in this area, which is good. When we start seeing this right here disappears, when I'm going to start getting really concerned. I'm going to start telling people that obviously the more rain we get, the higher this is going to get. And a lot of people also don't understand as well that here in northern Manatee County, northeastern Manatee County, that we have to worry about the water that falls here, but we also have to worry about the water that falls north of us over in the next county as well. Because that water all flows downhill this way through Gamble Creek and a lot of the other tributaries and goes into Lake Manatee. It goes into Gamble Creek where it tries to go out into the river. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention so that way I don't get hit trying to cross back the street. We're gonna get down here and take a look at these signs. So that way you guys see that they're actual flooding / water over road signs, road closed. These signs were not out here yesterday. When I was talking to you guys, these signs were not out here yesterday. at all. Now you see all this standing water in here through the trees. That's not normally wet. That's normally really dry. And we've seen that Gamble Creek has been backed up, and it has not had a chance to flow out and drain like it normally does. And guys, if you're watching this, please like the video. It does help me out. It is free. Again, we're going to take a look at these signs while I'm walking back to the truck, because these signs were not here yesterday morning. This is at Gamble Creek, 675, right here at the bridge that went underwater during Debbie. The bridge itself didn't, but both sides of it did. Again, they're already telling us that we're going to flood, guys. They're expecting it. They're counting on it at this point. And they're putting all available precautions out so they don't have to rush to do it like they did last time. Now it says 0 people watching. He's bouncing around. Oh, it's all right. Now it says 0 people watching. He's bouncing around. They're gonna go live. It's all right. Go down the road to Jim Davis. That's where we're on our way to right now. Jim Davis Bridge, just off of 675. See? Alright, I think we're back now. It's service issues in this area. The 1-lane bridge sign that we just passed on the right-hand side, just before you get to Jim Davis Road, that sign was all the way up to the bottom of it in water the last time during Debbie. We're going to stop here at the bridge. We're going to take a look at some of the instrumentation and things. Take a look at the level. Alrighty, we are out here at Jim Davis Road. I covered this one later yesterday and the sunlight was not on my side. Now you'll actually be able to see what we're talking about here today, because I was doing the rest of it by flashlight kind of yesterday. It is definitely flowing. This is the northern side that's coming south. Let's take a look at our level here. So right now, we're at 1190. It's rose roughly about 4 inches, 3 inches actually, because I think it was at 11.6 yesterday. And I want to give you guys a look. This is Manatee County's gauges that they put out here. That one right there is lightning. That's precipitation, should be. And then they should also be measuring the water level down there by that gauge. So Manatee level, Manatee County's put this here so that way they can keep it. It is a lot more spread out than I like to see it. It's definitely swelled up higher than it normally is as far as you know, the dry season. It's barely a trickle, and this is a lot of water for this area for us not really having that much rain over the last couple of days. I mean, we haven't had anything over 6 inches rain wise the last couple of days, but it is flowing. It's very short, but it is flowing. You guys can see that on the water there. You can kind of see the reflection of the water flowing through there. Next, we're going to go take a look over here at golf course in Jim Davis, right here at the bridge between Twin Rivers and Canoe Creek in Manatee County. We're going to go take a look there. It's really high there. Definitely a lot higher than it was a couple days ago. I think the one that you guys are really going to want to see is out there at Rye Bridge, because Rye Bridge is super high. The banks are almost gone that you could see just a couple of days ago. And I'm gonna put the pictures out and you know, put the date that I took that footage, so that way it gives you kind of a nice crystal clear image.
Kelsey's watching. I just commented.
Cool.
This is just not showing for.
All right. Mic check. Okay. Again, we are going to Jim Davis Golf Course Road. We're going to go take a look at Gamble Creek, which is farther down from this one, obviously. It's farther south, going towards Manatee, after the dam. We're going to go take a look at that level. And I'm going to point out some of the differences that you could see the other day versus what you can see now. So give me just a couple minutes. It just takes a couple minutes to get down the road. What? Because that trash and stuff, and there's some scrap there too, but they just redid that culvert too, which is so stupid. I don't know why they just redid it. It's just gonna flood again.
Kelsey said that if we need their room.
I'll definitely hit you guys up and let you know if you need your help. I really do appreciate that. Just so that way you guys hear it from me. I really do appreciate it. Gamble Creek takes days to drain, and now they have already filled it. What happens when they let out more water? Where is it going to go? Yeah, that's definitely a concern. Thank you for joining in again, Handy, from yesterday's video. I really do appreciate that. Please make sure you give the video a like. Please comment, guys. It's free. It helps me out. Ask questions, post your opinions, all that stuff. This is supposed to be a forum for you guys and for the community. I'm just trying to give you information. So
She said if we need help, so thank you. We really appreciate it. Like, love you guys. Hope you safe too.
And the obvious answer to your question is that it's going to go where it's going to go, and it's going to back up what it's going to back up, and they don't care who it floods out. That's my opinion. Right now we're passing Gamble Creek Farms, which is the farm market. They took a pretty hard hit during Debbie. And usually this end of the road, never underwater.
Oh no.
Yeah, I see that. That's horrible. Well, put it to you this way, Handy. They're going to give you $750. have a nice day, and you got to pay it back in 30 days.
Look how Cinnamon is over their signs there.
Yeah, I know. I see that. So they're anticipating this flooding super bad at this time. All right, guys, just so you see I'm not a liar, that's the same signs we just seen. That's the same signs we just seen over there on 675. All right, we're gonna take a look at Gamble Creek at Golf Course Road. Now the flow here at Golf Course Road picks up quite a bit. It definitely looks like it moves faster. There's definitely a higher top current that's moving this water. Wow, okay. Pay attention to that trash and stuff right there. We're seeing a lot of that trash, stuff like that. And you will see these banks right here go completely underwater. Anywhere that you see a bank that's like that right there, anywhere you see a bank that's like that right there, you will see that that is all fresh erosion. And look at that! Look at that back current right there. It's hitting up against the banks and flowing backwards. So I'm gonna go over here to the northern side. We're gonna take a look at the northern side. It's not gonna go down, unfortunately, because they're releasing so much water from the dam right now. They said that they didn't have to go up to 5,000 CFS. They only went up to 3,500. They're not gonna allow this to drain, unfortunately. They're gonna keep releasing water from the dam. Not only are they, hold on, guys. I don't know what my phone's doing. It's being stupid. I just reconnected. All right, did it go through now? Look, shows on mine.
All right, well, we'll keep going. It may show on you, but it ain't showing on here.
We'll back out and come back in.
I did.
Do it again.